What's up, everybody? Badass Games. Welcome to Tomb Raider Chronicles, also known as Tomb Raider 5. I'm going to be doing a no med pack run in this one, similar to the last two Tomb Raider games that I played. And that's basically the only challenge that I'm going to be undertaking for this walkthrough.
In world news, a private memorial service was today held for renowned archaeologist Lara Croft.
'Tis a sad day, Winston.
She will live on forever in our hearts.
Surely, Winston. And for this is but a memorial service. There may yet be news from Von Croy in Egypt.
Indeed, we can only hope and pray that she may yet return to us. But I fear Von Croy digging in the hopes of discovering her alive may only be met with black reality.
Indeed, indeed.
Today.
To the study, gentlemen, where we may pontificate over the day's disheartening events.
Indeed, my friend. Even the heavens cry out.
Ah, the Philosopher's Stone. One of Lara's early conquests, and one of her most challenging pursuits, if my memory serves me.
And Rome still bears the scars of that little episode.
Ah, she was never one for diplomacy, Lara. But she certainly knew how to paint the town red.
Well, god darn, ain't she just a picture?
Ah, the charming Mr. Larson. Has Pierre let you off the leash? Talking of which, where is our learned friend?
Oh, he's around. You got the cash?
I've got the cash, but I don't deal with the monkey.
Well, now that ain't polite for a lady. Even if the monkey has the Mercury Stone.
Lucky I'm in a generous mood. Ah, crawled out from under your rock, I see.
No need for unpleasantries, Miss Croft. I'm afraid I must, once again, relieve you of your burden.
Easy come, easy go.
Till the fat lady sings. Fucking Bronco, baby! We ain't gonna make that gap, boss.
We'll make it.
Ain't gonna.
We'll make it.
What did I tell you?
Mon Dieu!
Alright, so let's get started here. We are in the streets of Rome, and here is our lady friend known as Lara Croft. We have a couple of new moves that she can do, and we're going to go in here and experience some of them here in a second. This is a tutorial.
To climb onto this crate, stand next to the crate, push forward, and then action.
So I'm going to let her talk and let her explain what's going on, because she's basically saying exactly what I'm doing.
To leap this short distance, walk to the edge, now press forward and jump together. Now let's try a longer leap. Walk to the edge, then tap back once. Now press forward and jump together.
Alright, so I did all that, and I also climbed up here to claim a small med pack. And you can see the flares over here, just chilling. Let's pick them up, and don't forget about the large med pack that's also in this little crawl space right here. So now that we've got all that, let's continue on with the tutorial. And she's pretty much better than Von Croy because it's optional. This is a completely optional tutorial. We're going to take a little bit of damage here, but that's fine. And she's just not nearly as annoying. So, and she doesn't have the little cutscenes for her.
And now for the big jump. Walk to the edge, then tap back once. Now press forward and jump together. When in mid-air, hold action to grab onto the ledge.
Alright, so we're doing all this.
To perform a sideways somersault, press left and jump. To monkey swing, jump straight up at the bars and press and hold action, then push forward.
Yep, we're on it. So we're just gonna do what she says for now. Sort of take you guys through this tutorial.
For me to climb this wall, stand next to it and press forward and action together. Keep hold of action and push up to climb the wall. To climb around corners, just keep pushing in the desired direction. For me to crawl, hold down crouch and now push forward.
So here's one of Lara's new abilities in this game. We don't have to back out of this hole. What we do is we get to the edge, we press the jump button, she'll do this cool little flip out of the crawl space. So that's going to be very useful.
To use the lever switch, stand next to the switch and press action.
Amazing. So we're pretty familiar with all this stuff, except for maybe the flipping out of the crawl spaces. Now we're going to hop on top of these boxes. We're going to go for a swim. This water that's just chilling over here.
To swim, jump into the water. Use jump to swim forward, and the directions to steer.
So we're doing all that, and also, when we get to the end of this thing, let's swim straight down. There's it's not a secret, but there are some items that we can get. And this is going to lead us to them. It's kind of like in an isolated room. Let's pull ourselves out. We get a large med pack with like some shotgun shells and some revolver ammo. It's the normal shot type. The boxes that are red are normal shot shotgun shells, and the boxes that are blue, which we'll see in a little bit, are wide shot shotgun shells. And revolver ammo looks like a box of bullets, basically.
To climb out, swim to the edge and press action.
Okay. Continue through this area.
Walk the tightrope, walk up to the rope and press action. Push forward. If you unbalance, push in the opposite direction to correct.
So basically I'm doing exactly what she said. You don't have to hold the action button while you're on the rope. You just gotta use it. Hold the action button to get on the rope. And basically she's tipping to the right there, and I'm just pressing the left button in order to keep her balance. Now I'm not going to go all the way through this, but I'm just kind of showing you that this is a new ability that she has in the game, which is tightrope walking. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and let her fall off now, because we got to go down below here. Oh, she's, is she ever going to fall? Looks like she's got this one. I think she's going to make it all the way to the end. Oh, no, she's going to fall now. So as soon as she takes her other foot off of the rope, that means that you can't correct yourself and you're going to fall. Okay, so we're down below the tightrope where we were just at, and we want to go get some stuff while we're here. So we run in here, we'll go over here to the left, and you'll see some shelves. This is sort of a new thing. We can search shelves. And in this shelf in particular, we'll find some flares. Now the cool thing about these shelves is that she won't actually find the item until she reaches to the top shelf. Okay, this is a movable block. We can move this out of the way, and we're going to get our first secret inside of here. So let's push this all the way back. Basically just want to push it twice, and then we can go into this room with this big face wheel. Let's pick up these Uzi clips, and then we search these shelves to find a golden rose. And the golden roses act as secrets in this game. Okay, so now that I have the rose, let's take a look at the inventory. Well, first of all, let's take a look at the start screen. If you notice, in comparison to Tomb Raider 4, there is no statistics item to choose from in this menu. So we can go into our inventory. It's very similar to Tomb Raider 4. We have this Timex TMX thing, and this is our statistics. So they kind of moved it over to here. I'm not sure why they did that. It's just another extra thing in your inventory, and but whatever. So I found one of 36 secrets. That's from the entire game. Now, if you go to the roses, it shows you that you have one of 3 if you're looking at it right now, and that is the number of secrets that you have in this level. So it tells you how many are in the game and how many are in each level. Okay, now that we've done that, we can go to this movable block. This one is also movable. And we can pick up some revolver ammo that it was sitting on top of. So let's pick those things up. Excellent. We're getting quite the array of arsenal already. Unfortunately, though, since this game is being told in stories from her people that she knows, it basically means that when they switch stories, she loses all of her items because it's a completely new adventure. So we are going to lose our items rather quickly in this game, and often. Okay, now you're going to pass through this room. You see the 2 shelves. The only shelf that has anything on it is this one, the one on the right side. She's going to search this thing, and she's going to find a small med pack. Now that we have all that, we'll go over here. I'm going to throw another switch. It's going to let us back out of here. And this is basically the end of the tutorial. So this is the first room that we were in. We could fall out of here. Now we need to find our way out. I believe this is the right way. Yes, sir. We're going to enter this area. Now this area, which is where we started at, basically is sort of mazy, but it's also simple if you know where to go. They all lead... It's just basically a big open area that has forks on it. Now here's a dog that wants to bite our throat off. We can go ahead and shoot him, cause him to perish. And then we're going to go over here. We're basically hugging the right wall right now from the very beginning. And we're going to stick our hand into this hole. And it's going to open this gate over near where we started at. We're going to go over there right now and reach our hand into that hole. So now that we have this done, we're going to go over here to the right, and then we have this gate that we opened before. Let's put our hand in this hole. It's going to cause some bats to spawn, but if you duck, then you take minimal damage from them. They do still do damage, but not nearly as much as you would take from standing up and trying to run from them. And once they're about gone, you can go ahead and stand up. What putting our hand in that hole did is it moved this block out. This one right here. And it's going to let us get up on top of this ledge right here. By the way, that open area near the fountain there's really no other place you can go. There's no other items. But there is this small med pack over here on this ledge. We can grab that real quick. So now that we have that, let's go back to where we started, where we jumped over here from. Let's climb this ramp all the way up to the top. Now we're in this little living room area, and we are now crossing over near the fountain. So we are still, in the same area, sort of. Let's go ahead and fall out of this one. Now there's some windows here that want to be broken. They have some revolver ammo sitting behind it. Now I'm going to go ahead and fall down in here. There's a dog right ahead of us that is going to come spawn. but we're going to fill it with holes. And then we're going to go over here and push this door open. And then there's going to be another dog that attacks you. And now there's no more dog. Let's go in here and pick up the items he left behind. He has a large med pack. And up here there is some wide-shot shotgun shells. Now the difference between normal shot and wide shot is basically the same as it was in Tomb Raider 4. The normal shot, the spread of the pellets is very tight, and it's able to kill enemies from further away. The wide shot, however, the pellets from the wide shot spread out, and it's a little bit harder to kill something from a distance. So we can use that ammo for different things. Okay, what we can do, but what is not necessary in case we get, stuck or if we're lost in this mazy area, is open this gate right here. And this is going to let us back into that section instead of having to climb up all that stuff we were just climbing up on. So, it's not necessary, it's just a way to continue your progress from here. Because run up these steps, there's a couple of windows that we forgot to break. Namely these two. And this one had a small med pack behind it. So let's grab that thing, and then we'll proceed through this other window. Let's run and jump over to this other section. Now here we want to take a left, because this is going to give us access to an item that we need. And that item happens to be a golden key. So let's take a look at this thing. Golden Key 1. It's an interesting name, right? That implies there's more than one. Alright. Now that we have that, let's go over here to the left where we, not the way we entered. We'll come up here, we'll get a nice little cutscene. We see that there's another dog down there, but we also see the gate that the key goes to. So thanks for that. Now let's hop on top of this little awning, pick up some flares. Now that we got that, let's waste this dog. And then hop on down. And here is the keyhole that golden key goes into. So let's pop this thing in there. Now when we enter this area, we're going to get shot at by Larson, but what we can do is right now we can start sprinting. He basically misses all of those shots, and we can walk up here, and Larson's going to teleport to the other side. And he's right there shooting his revolver at you. You want to keep firing until you hear him stop firing. Once he stops firing, that means he's gone. He left. And we won't see him for a little while. Okay, now that we've done that, we actually want to go back down. We missed some items by coming up here. But we got rid of Larson, and we only had to fight him once. There's a small med pack over here, and that area is pretty close to the entrance. This is where we came in at. I went to the left, but if you go to the right, there's a small med pack. And instead of going right and up this ramp there, let's go to the left. We need to go down here to claim a garden key. We're going to need to get further in this level. So let's grab that thing. And then go back up to where we fought Larson at. And here we are. Now here's the tightrope. Now this is a required tightrope, so this is the only one we have to go through. And it's not that hard. It's not like rope swinging. It's a lot simpler. Just whenever she weaves to one side, press the opposite direction. You don't need to hold action. Just hold forward. When she starts going one side, just tap that opposite direction. And eventually we'll make it to the other side. Cool. Now let's fall down into this section. And while we're here, we can open up another door. So that way we don't have to go through all that stuff again if we want to go back to in case we end up back at the beginning. Over here is the fountain. So, a lot of just return areas is what is near the fountain, so that's why this area is somewhat difficult to navigate. When we come into this area, we want to head to the left. And head to the right, and then to the left again, there's some revolver ammo right here. And then there's a wooden gate ahead of us that's going to open a little bit later in this level. So we'll be back to go in there. There's a secret in there. But we want to keep going up these steps right here. There's the revolver. Sweet. We got the revolver very early in the game. Here's a couple of doors we can open again. And then there is a laser sight over here to the left. Cool. So we got the revolver and the laser sight. Let's combine those things. And also equip it. What am I thinking? We're going to need that thing out. You can actually hit this lock with your pistols if you want, but it's a lot easier just to shoot one revolver shot at it in the laser sight. As you approach this garden key, some rats are going to spawn. They don't do a whole lot of damage unless you stand still. Just keep moving and they won't bother you too much. Cool. Now that we've got both garden keys, let's go open the garden gate. Keyholes for the garden gate are on the other side of this passageway. And here they are. Let's pop these garden keys into their holes. And done. So we see that there is this gate guarded by three-headed hydra or something, snakes, and we don't have any keys for that gate, but we do have the mercury stone. We're gonna go put in here real quick, and a cutscene.
Rodents, I wouldn't wonder. Big rodents.
Imbécile! What? Idiot! Idiot! What does the cowboy hope to achieve with this mindless firing?
Ain't mindless. Ain't we trying to kill her anymore then?
You were kicked in the head by a horse, so the brain doesn't work correctly?
How'd you know about that?
Never mind. Never mind. We wait until she collects the other pieces. In this fashion, we have the full price at no extra effort.
You is one clever cookie, boss.
Comparatively, yes. Come, let's get off this roof, and I will buy you a milkshake.
Now, if you were an attentive player, you would have noticed that there were some items in the background when Larson is talking, when Larson and Pierre are having their conversation. We're going to go there here soon. We want to go behind that temple, and we want to head to the right. This is going to lead us up into another temple area, and we get a panoramic view of a bell just dangling there, just asking to be shot. And we're going to do that here in a second. First of all, we're going to go get those items. She's also going to glare up there. First of all, we're going to go get those items that we saw in the cutscene. We just run and jump up to this section, and we can run along the top of this wall and over to the top of the building. This is the building that the cutscene took place at, where Larson and Pierre were trying to shoot Lara from. And over here are the items. You see them just chilling over here. We're going to pick them up. We've got revolver ammo, and we've got a large med pack. Now that we've got those items, let's go shoot that bell. And the bell isn't going to do what you think it does. I mean, initially you might think, hey, it's going to open up one of these doors, because we actually have a couple doors. If you can see where I'm looking. We're not going to open those doors. We're going to shoot this bell, and it's going to open a door to the left of the bell. There are also some items underneath that bell, which we're going to pick up here in a little bit. But first, we're going to go in here. And we're going to go put our hand in that hole over there. As we approach that thing, we're going to get swarmed with bats, and we're just going to duck again like we did before to avoid the damage. They're doing a pretty good job, though, at taking some damage away. This time around. Okay, let's put our hand in this thing, and this is going to open up one of the doors over here at this temple area. Right here is a laser sight. We already got one, and you may have already used it. But there it is again. And here's some revolver ammo. I'm always okay with picking up revolver ammo. Let's enter this room. What we see is 2 ravens sitting on some pedestals here. And what we gotta do is we gotta turn those ravens into doves. So we're gonna have fun doing that. Let's pull this lever. It's gonna turn that first raven into a dove. Boom. Kick ass. Let's go over here and turn this thing because now we can interact with it. If we stand next to it and we press the action button, Lara's going to search around, feel it up a little bit, and then turn it. And what this has done, it's done 2 things. It caused this ram to start going in and out. Cool. And it also opened up a door over here that was previously impeding our progress. There's the door. I just went through it. And now we gotta face this ram head on. But there's an easy way to get around it. This is what you pretty much need to do. Fall off to the right hand side and then shimmy all the way around to the other side. Just keep shimmying. And that ram's just going to sit there and go back and forth. And we can even traverse this corner as well. This is where we need to pull ourselves up at. Over here is the switch that's going to turn that other raven into a dove. Sweet, now let's go feel that dove up. Gotta hop down here. I would do a safety drop. And let's go turn that dove. Put it in the proper position. Now, turning this dove has done 2 things. One is pretty obvious because the cutscene showed it to you, but another one is not as obvious. And we're gonna, before we go down there and pick up the item, which you don't want to do unless you don't want the secrets, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna jump over to the side because inside of here, a couple of doors have opened. This one contains a small med pack, while this other one contains another secret. This isn't the last secret that we need to get. There is one more that I have yet to go grab. We're pretty close to it from here, though. I took a lot of damage from that fall, but I really don't mind. We're going to fight a dog here. I'm going to use my revolver. So over here is where we have the wooden gate, and behind this gate is a dog. Okay, should take 3 shots. I must have missed one. And then we have these shells inside of here. Let's go ahead and search these shells. This one's going to give us a large med pack, and the other one is going to give us the last secret. Cool. Let's take a look at our statistics. If you notice, I have 3 of 36 secrets, and I have 3 of 3 secrets from the level. Now that we have all of this, let's go back and pick up that emblem. We got to go back into the garden, and then we got to go up to the temple where the bell's at. Because a door has opened that you saw in one of the cutscenes that's revealing a gate key. One of the gate keys that Lara needs to open up the gate. And that key is down in here. So let's grab this, and as soon as we leave this area, we're going to get a cutscene as the end of the level.
Come, Lara. We're all friends here.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but if you'd like to put them pea shooters away.
Now, the second stone, if you please, Miss Croft.
Come get it.
It's a little too late in the evening for these games. Larson, search her, if you please.
Well, god darn if I don't get all the best jobs.
You want to try the back pockets?
Larson! Enough! Enough! My patience is exhausted with this childish nonsense. The stone, Miss Croft.
If you put this into that gate, Pierre, you're going to get a lot more than you bargained for. Trust me.
I'll put it in then.
That would be one of the stupidest moves you've made. And that's saying something. I think you'll appreciate.
A nice try as always, Miss Croft.
Wait for it. Don't say I didn't warn you.
What is it? What have we done?
In your usual flamboyant style, you have set in motion the next gate phase.
Next gate phase?
If my memory serves me, the gate has realigned itself. And if it does not receive 2 stones in the next few moments... If I was you, I'd grab your Cro-Magnon cowboy over there and run as fast as your little legs can carry you. Au revoir, mon cher.
Okay, everybody, I'm Badass Games. Thanks for watching my Tomb Raider 5 video. I'll see you guys in the next part. Take it easy.